here to test my skills.
Yes,
imagine
indeed.
15 years in, I'm still being tested.
You have to. You have to, man. Welcome to Come Trim With Me. I'm Vicksenstyles. Come Trim With Me is a new series that I've started based around the comparison between barbering and hairdressing. I've been a hairdresser for 13 years and I feel like I've got to a point where I need to try something new basically. I already do a bit of barbering, but with the help of other barbers in the industry, I can better my skills, learn new things, meet new people. So I thought, let me start a networking sort of video and get it on and popping.
Anyway, thanks for the intro, Vix. And with her hair freshly coloured, first stop, North London, to D&L's to meet the living legend that is SliderCuts.
We're gonna go inside, check him out, and see what he's got to say.
So as well as meeting these new barbers, Vicksenstyles will be rating them on a number of things. Price, waiting time, time it takes to trim, professionalism, comfortability. Number 1 being the hat stays on. Number 5, you take the long route home so everybody sees your hair.
Your camera needs cleaning. Help you out.
Yeah, pro, isn't it? This is nerve-wracking. Like, this is the first time a new barber's cut my hair. Even though you're very well known.
Being well known doesn't mean you're good.
Just
because you're well known. There are very many well known artists which aren't good. I've been a barber professionally for 15.5 years. The reason why, well, I didn't really pick barbering over any other trade. It kind of just
come naturally.
Yes, because I started cutting hair. Let's say if I include all the times from when I first picked up the clippers, I started cutting hair from when I was like 13, 14 years old, which means it's been like 19 to 20 years. The reason why I picked up the clippers is because my mum would cut my hair herself.
Yeah.
My older brothers would cut my hair, and they weren't giving me good haircuts, so I wanted a good haircut, so I thought, let me try it. That's how it all started. Then I just started getting better over the years. Then I was studying in college. I was doing performing arts. I've even done like foundation course in social work. I've done a personal training course. So I had all these other things in life that I felt like doing. Barbering was the thing that I was doing kind of like on the side the whole time. Like it's like, you know, them movies, like those rom-coms where, you know, the guy, you know, or the girl, whichever way, is looking for their perfect mate, and the whole time their best friend has always been there, and they've always been the person. At the end of the film, they get with that person, their best friend, but they go through all these other things, they meet all these other guys or girls, or whichever way around it is, and then suddenly they realize that this person's always been there. And I feel like with barbering, that's what has always been there. So when I went, you know, I was in school, I was cutting hair. I went to college, I was doing performing arts, I was cutting hair. I left college, decided that I didn't want to do acting or anything like that in university. So I carried on cutting hair. I started cutting hair full time. And then, you know, I did a foundation course in social work. You know, I was still cutting hair, I was doing that in the evenings. Then I did this personal training course. I was about to do a course to do with a counselling course. But I didn't end up doing that. But then I think I realised after all them years, I thought, you know what, I actually really like barbering. I felt I came to a point where I said, yeah, barbering is actually the career, is my career. Like, and what is funny for me is that all the things I wanted to do, all the other things I wanted to do in life, when it came to performing arts, as example, you know, acting, you know, back then there's acting, singing, dancing. When I wanted to do the social work, because I did social work because the whole reason was because I wanted to help people. That was just the whole thing of it. I just want to help people. I didn't know exactly what realms exactly, but I just want to help people. And that's why when I left the social work, I was thinking, oh, you know, counselling, because, you know, I want to help people. And I found that I've taken on barbering, right, and I kind of say forsook all of those other things, right, and then suddenly I'm back in front of the cameras again. I'm counselling, like I counsel people, you know, clients in the chair and stuff like that. And I just felt like all the things which I kind of like want to do growing up, it's all coming back in the career of the thing I enjoy doing, which is cutting hair, and I'm still doing all these other things. So yeah, it's like, you know, barbering became the perfect job.
Yeah, I do find that I end up counselling a lot of my clients. And it's mad that you can just sit on someone's chair and just start opening up about things that you wouldn't normally open up about.
It's the big chair, the relaxing chair, and the vibrations on your head is making you feel.
It's relaxing.
It's relaxing, you know.
Yeah.
Mind control.
It is indeed.
So where do you keep all your money? Professionalism, what's it look like? It looks like, I guess, basic concepts, being someone of your word, sticking to the things you say you're going to do. Yeah. I think that's a basic concept of professionalism. Yeah. Just because it's just honourable. You say you're going to start at 9, start at 9. Yeah. You know, you say you're going to cut someone's hair, cut their hair. You know, it's a very basic thing, but I feel like it's something that really gets overlooked a lot because I feel like people, I just don't think they stick to their words. You know, just like, you know, you're coming in to cut someone's hair, you don't show up. That's not professional. And also I feel like there's a level of professionalism in this, like, let's say in this culture, this society, like, you know, just of England. Let's say you say England, London, right? But I find that in the hairdressing scene, in the big sects of the hairdressing scene, that professionalism isn't there. They don't see themselves as the same as everybody else. Yeah. So whereas the service you expect to receive when you go into the bank, when you go into the doctor's surgery, when you go to the estate agent, you know, whatever it is, I find that there's a lot of like people in the hair industry who don't feel like they have to give that same level of service. Yeah. So for me, professionalism looks like someone who sticks to their word, timekeeping, polite, provides a good service to the best of their ability. But I guess it's not even like, professionalism isn't actually giving the best haircut. It's everything around the haircut, really. Because you might not be the best barber, you might not be that good, you might be learning, but you can still be professional in the way you talk to people and the way you...
I think that's what gets people back through the door as well, because you can get a really bad not a bad haircut, but if you're disrespectful, you're not running on time, or it's just communication, really. I think if those things are lacking, I think everything else kind of fails.
That's it, respect. That's what professionalism is. It's respect. That's what it is.
Definitely.
It's respect.
It's in time, respect.
Just respect all around. You respecting your client is what professionalism. So you talk to them in a certain way. You know, you communicate with them. You're running late, you let them know you're running late. That's respect. Yeah. You know, you make a mistake, you apologize. Yeah. That's professional. That's respect. You know, you can't do something, you let them know you can't do it. Respect. You know, they're not happy with something, you talk to them about what the issue is, this and that. Respect. Yeah. That is what professionalism is respect. And a lot of people don't have professionalism because they're not respectful. Hey, that is a good, I was thinking about that yesterday night because someone actually messaged me on Instagram and I thought, you know what, I might have to do a shaping up culture on getting clients. A good way to maximize your client base. Well, the core thing is to be good at the service you're providing. That's just the major thing. You can do everything else right, but you need to be good at what you're doing. So focus on the craft. So if you're a barber, you're a hairstylist, you're makeup artist, beautician, whatever it is, whatever field you're in, make sure that you are looking at other people to see what levels you're really at. Because I think there's one issue, like, people need to understand that you need to watch other people. I know we're in a society where it's like, don't watch anybody else. Don't worry about what anybody else is doing. And I agree with that on a level of like, don't like look at other people and get down because they're ahead of you and stuff like that. You know, be the best version of yourself, definitely. But it's also good to realize that you're in the industry. Like, if you're a runner, Usain Bolt said he can't say that I'm not going to look at anybody else or look at whatever times they're doing, because he has to say what is the time that I need to beat
the best.
You know, and everyone has to, and everyone has to kind of like judge themselves off that margin that, you know, the best person is running at 9 point whatever it is, the average person is running it at 10 seconds as example. So you need to look at the industry and look at the levels first of all, and I feel that's one thing people in this profession need to do first of all when it comes to clients. Look at everyone else, because it's all because you need to see that, what do you call it, okay, I see him or her cutting hair, they're levels, like above. Okay, cool, so I need to get there and above. So right now, if they're at 8, right now I'm at 4. So cool, I need to work to be better and stuff like that. So it's not about, what do you call it, hating, or it's not about kind of like, oh, you're just overwatching other people, but you're just looking at who's good and saying, okay, I see that person's good, so I need to better myself to be better. You know, so that's one thing when it comes to getting clients. You just need to, you know, get better at your craft. Then what I find is, it's the customer service. One's customer service that you give, because every client that walks into your chair potentially can become your client. Every new client that walks into your chair can become your client. So when that person's in the chair, what experience have they had? They want to leave with a good haircut, but outside of that good haircut, what's the experience been? You know, from getting into the chair to leaving the chair. And that can be, if you own a business, as example, your location, what's been the experience getting there? What's been the experience parking? Because I remember going to like this food shop. We used, all around here we used to love this food shop, but their business was on a double yellow line. No, there used to be boxes there. Then what started happening is, I think they put double yellow lines, or no, not double yellow lines, sorry, double red. So that's instant ticket when you stop at it. So I remember going there and circling the block, constantly going around and around and around, trying to find a space to park. And it was like 3 miles, 4 miles from here, but we all like used to like the food. And it came to the point where it was like, I remember going there one time, or a few times, going around, couldn't find parking and left. So I couldn't actually get that service. Or it means that you have to park far, half a mile up the road, this and that, then walk. So it's like the experience from getting there can be like, the food is great, but the experience getting there is actually nice. It's just too much. So if you're like owning a business, as example, think about the location. How easy is it? Is there parking? What's the closest station and things like that? Where's the bus stop? You know, things like that. You know, what's the area look like? Is it an area that people are threatened? Because I know one shop that closed down, and the main reason they closed down is because they put their barber shop basically in a block of flats. So the people, not in a block of flats, you know, like the bottom kind of a. So it's kind of at the bottom, like, you know, the block of flats are there, and you're one of the shops. And what happened is, the gangs around the area started claiming that shop as theirs. Not to them, but they hang around outside and tell people, yo, this is our shop, innit? So then it's like, you might give great haircuts, but I'm not coming in there because I just don't like it. It feels a bit intimidating. So that's it. If you're running a business itself, then you need to think about all of these things when it comes to maximizing clientele, you know, to come in. But if you're just one of the workers in the business, then it's going to come from your haircuts, the service you provide, how good it is, the actual product, then the way you talk to people, the way you make them feel. To marketing yourself, which is the other key thing, how you market yourself. You know, are you visible online? Like I have this saying that where everybody is, you should be when you're providing a service. So if you sell ice cream, you should be in the park. I hear a lot of barbers, you know, and you probably heard this, old school barbers who say, you know, that social media thing, nah, I'm not on that. But I feel like you don't have to be on it. I'm not saying you put pictures up of your daughter or your child or anything like that. Just
people will find you though, innit?
Yeah.
I'm kind of like that as well. I really don't like social media, but because of the day and age we live in, you have to use it.
And everybody's out there searching for like service providers on social media. So where everybody is, you should be. Your business should be there as well. It should be visible. It's like saying I don't do the internet thing, so I'm not gonna start a website. You know. So it's the same thing. Like, you know, if you want to maximize your customers, work on your craft, work on your service that you give, but then promote yourself properly. Those are the 3 things: work on your craft, work on your service, then promote yourself properly. Like where everybody is, you should be. Like use social media, use Instagram, use Facebook, use Twitter, use Snapchat, use YouTube. Like these platforms are free to be on. You know, and these platforms have already created the audience for you. You only have to go in there and somehow get their attention.
Literally.
Yes. Obviously I'm not there and things could change, but I think I would. I think what I'd do is speed up my plans and open up a franchise of SliderCuts shops. It'd speed up it'd just speed up my plans, you know, and it'd take the pressure off as well. You know, but I would still do what I do because I actually enjoy, like, the thing is, I enjoy what I do. I enjoy the craft and the creativity of cutting hair, but I also enjoy the relationships which I build up through cutting hair, and I enjoy the interactions, and I enjoy the counselling and helping people and stuff like that. So all of these things there I actually enjoy doing, and I love the feeling when someone finishes their haircut, and there's this thing which I hope you do, but don't feel pressure to do it now. when someone finishes their haircut, if they're really happy with it, they always stand up, they go into the mirror, they kind of look at it, and they smile and they nod, they kind of nod and like, yeah. And when I see that, that gives me a good feeling, because I'm like, yeah, you walked out a lot happier than you did. Or someone's like, you know, thanks for that advice, man, that's really helpful. Yeah, I'm gonna try to do that. It's like, yeah, they've come here and they've left with something more, and I enjoy that. So if I won the lottery, I would still do what I do. I still do what I'm doing, because maybe I might do it as much. Maybe my time might be cut down, but I still do it because I enjoy those sides of it. I like what I do. I enjoy what I do. Do they have to be in this country?
Preferably, yes, because I can't really afford to fly out.
The two barbers I recommend who don't work here, I'd say T-Styles and, oh yes, I got it as well, Mr. Trims. Hold on, let me check that's his name. No, it's Mr. Trims. Oh, Mr. Trims. Yes, Mr. Trims. He's a beast. Look at this, he's cut someone similar hair colour as you.
Oh, lovely. Yeah, I like that.
But there's loads. Don't take that as those are the only good barbers I think there are in this country. You know, there are other barbers which I might not even think about, which might be better than some names I've named.
Okay, Vixen, I think the trim looks great, but you're the expert, so what's the verdict? Let's start with the price.
The price of the trim was about, I think it was about £28. I think when you get to a certain level, you kind of have to price your work at what you're worth. So I think the pricing was good.
But did he leave you waiting for hours?
There was no waiting time. I was here. We got here from 8 o'clock. My appointment was at 8:30. I was on the chair probably 8:32.
Okay, but how long did it take?
It took about half an hour, 45 minutes. Or was it an hour? So yeah, about an hour's time he took to trim, and he done it well. He took his time. He knew what he was doing. He also said when he does new clients, he gives extra time just to kind of build the rapport with the client. So if I was to go there again, I could just say, you know what, just give me a low fade, whatever, and he could just get it done.
And how about the professionalism?
He's extremely professional. I think we share a lot of the same work ethic in terms of our timing and just getting people in and out, getting the job done well, things like that. The sun is right in my eye space.
Now, I was going to ask about comfortability, but it seems you're pretty happy.
I'd say 5 out of 5. Everything was on point, to be honest. I think soon he'll have his own shop in, you know, I don't even want to say because he didn't really want to put it out there yet, but he's got his own shop coming, so look out for that. But all in all, I think top marks, 25 out of 25, you know, can't complain. It's been a good day. My hair looks fly, as you can see. But yeah, it's all good now. Going home to eat because I'm bloody hungry now, so justice.
So first one's in the bag and Vixen gives 4 marks. I wonder who she's got in store for next time.